Action. Honorees, honorees, honorees. Honorees, honorees, honorees. So good.
That looks beautiful. Wow. Yeah.
And pull up their names on there. Yeah. No, you good, you good, you good.
I love it. I'm sorry to say that. And if you tell anybody I said that, there's no way this is I will lie. I understand it. But do you want to do it $1 now? Hey, it's coming out. I think it should not. And I'm going, oh my God. That's too much. That's too much.
We have a good day. I'm sorry, really quick. For some reason, there's a short in your mic. Can you share your mic with us, Shorty? I'm sorry. Sorry, we're live, so it's okay. It's okay. You see my son? Look.
Yeah.
I'll be ready.
No worries. No, that's fine. Okay. So that's my question. Have you decided? Hello, how are you, dear? Yeah, good by my side. Anybody who's right, yes.
Yeah, it is live. Someone comment this.
And can I, in my heart, say that's leadership? I think that's the key.
I mean, I feel like my sisters have said everything so well. I think the other thing that women do uniquely is create and hold space. We are, whether we choose to have children or not, the ability to create is inherent in our DNA. And so having the ability to not only lead from a space of having the answers or having access to power. It's really about creating more spaces to be powerful and leaderful because it exists in all of us, but it takes a leader to have effective action that allows everybody's superpower to show up, which is sometimes the question and is sometimes the answer.
It's wonderful.
That's all right.
A recap of what was the second part?
Just who everybody is.
Just let everybody. So maybe I'll just let all of you just go ahead and introduce yourselves. Okay. Okay, and let me. Lucy Sexton. Shade, how do you say your last name?
Lithcott. I can say it if that's easier. I'm happy to say it.
Okay. All right, and welcome to the 12th annual Queens World Film Festival. I have 3 of these amazing honorees with me that are going to go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself. If you can introduce yourself and just tell us a little bit about who you are to our audience.
Sure thing. My name is Lucy Sexton. I lead a cultural advocacy coalition called New Yorkers for Culture and Arts. I am part of a trio of women that lead a call called Culture at 3. And one of the leaders of Queens World Film Festival comes to that call. And, that is how we know each other. And the community and the power that Katha saw there, I think, is why she's chosen us as honorees. And I'm really, really honored and delighted to be here.
And I'm Taryn Sacramone. I'm the executive director of Queens Theater, where we are right now, and the chair of the Cultural Institutions Group and one of the co-leaders of Culture at 3, along with these 2.
Hi, my name is Sade Lithcott. I'm the CEO of the National Black Theater, chair of Coalitions of Theaters of Color, and a co-leader with my sisters here on the call Culture at 3.
Okay. Okay, all right.
If there were some takeaways you had from what we said, that would be a wonderful way
Yes,
to do it.
okay. Thank you. All right. All right. So welcome. We have had quite a lot going on today and some technical challenges, but we are here with three amazing ladies, Lucy, Taryn, and Sade, who are honorees of our of the Queens World Film Festival, and they are sharing stories of connection and really truly the power of women coming together to effectively create this culture of how to embrace and create community through film and art. And beautifully said, you mentioned that you did this all during the COVID, during the pandemic, when there was such a distance in communities and individuals and relationships. And so you've really taken that power of being women and created this space and this opportunity for these films to be seen, to continue to lead in your arts and in your work. So we really appreciate that. And I do want to say, I heard some really amazing things in terms of sisterhood, of your connection with one another. But what I think is beautiful is this, as I think about, we're about to go watch some films, and some of these filmmakers are probably just starting. Maybe this is their first film, and to be women and to create those pieces of art that are pieces of them. And there's so many beyond this, I know, that are, it's a beautiful opportunity to see, what they can get from it. So as you're thinking about that, what are you hoping that some of our newer female artists are going to, or creators, I'm sorry, are going to take away from this experience of being involved in the film festival and being here?
I'm thrilled that they are honoring us, but also featuring and lifting up women filmmakers. It is an industry that is still desperately lacking in female voices, in female identified voices and woman identified voices. And this is what the world needs to hear. So I'm glad, and I would give all of the encouragement that I could to women and female identified filmmakers, because we need those visions right now. We are being honored because we lead a call. And one of the ways that we lead, and it is about leading, is about being women and bringing all the things that for many years, as one of the old elders of this group, we were told, you put that to the side. You put being a mom to the side. You put being a female to the side. You put being vulnerable to the side so that you can come in and lead. And actually what we need and always needed was for those things to be brought forward.
Yeah, I think that I think it is very exciting to have new emerging voices. The words that were coming into my head were actually Sade's when we had a conversation a long time ago and realized, at our best, right, in these leaderful communities with a lot of voices in the mix, the voices that kind of rise to the top are joyful and courageous. And those are two words that are coming through. They're her words, but they're coming through my head right now in terms of my hopes for young female filmmakers. I hope that they are joyful and courageous because they're doing a difficult thing, but that they can be connected to this larger picture that Lucy is saying about sort of changing the world just by being true to themselves and being vulnerable and being willing to share.
That's beautiful. No, that is beautiful, and thank you. And I heard the word vulnerability and leadership come up so many times. When you think about those aspects, just for yourselves in the work that you do in this industry, how have you been able to embrace your vulnerability in this space? And what is it that you see yourself as when you think about yourselves as leaders?
So I truly believe that vulnerability is a superpower. And I think that because it is the most authentic space we can come from. And it is the space by which we meet each other in our truest form. It is the vehicle that allows us to be human, and it is the vehicle that allows us to connect. Artists are the most powerful when they get to share their stories from a space of vulnerability. And we can learn a lot from these brave and courageous filmmakers because it is that secret sauce that creates the conditions for all of us to actually see ourselves as leaders, because we all have the capability of being vulnerable. And nothing is more powerful than the truth of who we are. And so to be able to share that from a space of a superpower as opposed to a deficit or something that we leave off of the table changes the game and allows folks who never thought that they would be in this place, never thought that they would share air with some of their, heroes. It allows us all to say, we all started from the same space, which was from a woman, and we all can create and hold space similarly. But it has to be modeled for folks to understand not only is it a powerful space, but as we were saying early, it's an effective space. Because when we connect to each other's hearts and minds, we truly can change and transform whatever it is, whatever industry, whatever sector we are in. And therefore, that is a part of how we lead, is bringing that incredible amount of many things, but vulnerability being a key power to the table.
Beautiful.
And when people lean into vulnerability, they give permission to others, right? And then to do the same. And then even when an authentic place is uncomfortable, there's a comfort in authenticity, right? So even when the truth isn't always the most comfortable one, your body kind of settles in when you realize you're having an authentic exchange. And I think that when people admit that they don't have the answers, or they have a question, or they're wrestling with something, or that they made a mistake, I think that then you can get somewhere, right? But vulnerability is the pathway that's unavoidable if you're actually going to get somewhere.
Thank you. And I love both the points you just made, and just thinking about one, right, the vulnerability being the discomfort, but leaning into that discomfort is so important, because once you do get through it, there is comfort, because it's your authenticity that comes through with it. And again, just thinking about vulnerability as a superpower is so beautiful. And for our filmmakers, and I would say our audience, and all these women and young girls, like I always think of, I work in the education sector, and we talk about the ideas of windows, mirrors, and sliding doors. And this, windows, mirrors, and sliding doors. So we need windows in order to see others and their experiences through their lenses. We need mirrors to be able to see ourselves and our own experiences as joy and beauty. And we need sliding doors to just open up to new spaces that we may not even know and existed. So I believe that the films I watched last night, I know, and I haven't seen these ones from today yet, but I'm very excited, are all those things. And I think that what you've modeled and what you've shared today is exactly that. It's the mirrors for some, it's the windows for others, it's the, and that is a beautiful thing, to create agency in community, in collective, and in young people that are watching, and in those that are growing, and even in us veterans that still sometimes as women, right? Like, I mean, I'm 44 years old, and I'm unlearning so many things, right? As how we show up and what permission we have to show up as. So thank you so much. I don't know how.
What's teaching?
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
Thank
I really
you so
appreciate
much.
your
It was really nice speaking
time.
with you.
It was
Wonderful.
lovely to talk to you. Thank
Congratulations
you so much.
to Katha and everyone who
you're
put together the festival.
You're talking about in terms of the sisterhood and collective, and it's beautiful to frame that in this idea of COVID and how women's power is. So I really appreciated everything you said, and I'm so sorry. I'm so novice on this right now. So
No,
I
we did
apologize if we were
great.
all over the place a little bit. Hi. Sorry. Hi. No. You're a person in the flesh. It's great. We'll see you inside. Okay.
Hi.
Hi.
Sorry, I know they're trying to get started.
No. Actually, this is great, because then I can talk to you and let you know your feedback. I'm Maria.
And El Castillo.
And Cecilia. And you have one of the films?
No, I'm actually Commissioner of the Mayor's Office of Media and Entertainment. So I'm here just to celebrate the festival and honor the women that you were just talking to.
And Angel.
Anne Del
Anne.
Castillo.
Anne Del Castillo.
Yes. Sorry, I kind of mumbled.
No, it's okay.
It's 7:07, dude. Seriously. 2 minutes?
Okay. We got a 2-minute interview? Okay.
She's got a great elevator.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Then I'm just going to throw it right to you.
Sure. Okay.
All right. And
Okay.
John, how much do I need to introduce them? All right. Okay. Hi, welcome to and I have another guest with us today, Anne Del Castillo, who is from the mayor's office, and I'd love you to tell us a little bit about what you do and what you are doing here for the Queens World Film Festival.
Thanks so much. So I'm here on behalf of the Mayor's Office of Media and Entertainment. We support all of the creative sectors of New York, film being quite primary in that respect. And we're here to celebrate the Queens World Film Festival. These festivals, this festival in particular, is really the little engine that could. They're celebrating their 12th year. They weathered the pandemic. But even in the process of weathering the pandemic, they've still managed to honor the community that they're programming in. Last year they honored the frontline workers. This year they're honoring some incredible women who really I had the pleasure of working with to really figure out a plan for how we were going to bring back New York City's creative economy. So it means the world to be here today, to be celebrating this incredible festival with these people.
And that's a beautiful thing, I think, right now, given all that we've gone through in the last 2 years, to be all in present with each other and in community, as you said, is huge. So just very quickly, speaking from the lens of the mayor's office and just what you've seen, what does this festival mean in the heart of Queens?
I think this festival, being in Queens, which Queens, we all know, is the crossroads of the world, right? It's one of the most diverse boroughs. And so to have this festival here, which is connecting local filmmakers with filmmakers from all over the globe and curating content in a way that is thematic so that you can see how these ideas transcend language is really what New York City is about.
Oh, that's beautiful. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here with us, and I am so looking forward to the films that we are about to see
yes.
that you are part of here. So thank you, Anne. I appreciate your time, and it was lovely to have you here today. And thank you to the mayor's office for continuing to support this amazing grassroots, but growing so much film festival and all of the amazing filmmakers and the people behind all of it that have been a part of this. So appreciate you all being here, and I'm honored to be a part of this process. So thank you.
Thanks so much.
Thanks, Anne. Appreciate it.